Hello and welcome to True Guidance Tarot. I'm Adriana Teodoro-Dier. I'm a spiritual medium and reader. I've got a message today for Capricorn, and just to let you know how this works, I have asked Spirit and my guides to come through with a message for you for the Capricorn energy. I am reading a collective energy, although I have asked for specific information as well. So you may find I'm talking straight to you, but I'm trusting that my guides are going to help me tell a story that is more universally applicable to, again, the Capricorn energy. This can mean someone who's got very strong Saturn presence in their chart, or Capricorn Sun, or Capricorn rising. Anyway, lots of Capricorn. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, I invite you to do so and strongly encourage you to stay in contact consistently every week with high vibration information from the other side. Really helps to move you forward on your path. So, and if you're a returning subscriber, thanks again for coming and for watching. Your support means everything to me, so I really appreciate it. I almost feel like your reading's almost too cut and dry, so I've got a general sense. I'm hoping they're going to give us more information as we go. The energy around you this week, we've got the moon. The way you respond is with the Wheel of Fortune. So I'm seeing you as a little being willing to be brave here. There's some stuff going on that's just a little bit shady. Whenever the moon energy comes up, things are a bit odd. And actually today it's a bit odd because the moon is in Capricorn. So I wonder if that's what we're talking about. Oh, I see. Okay. Finally they clicked. They're wanting you to change your sense of what you are responsible for. So the moon in Capricorn placement tends to talk about you feel safe being responsible for other people. You feel safe shouldering the burdens of other people and taking care of other people, usually at your expense. And this is such a habit. This is true for Capricorn Sun as well. But if you have a Capricorn moon, this is how you feel safe. This is how you feel emotionally fulfilled. So, what they're saying is that you're willing to change that this week, and this is awesome because you're willing to kind of redo that part of your personality. And I see what's going on with the rest of the cards. So keep in mind, that's the direction we're headed. We're actually asking you to change against your DNA, change against your default, what's the word, impulse. Your default impulse is to rush in and to do everything, and again, to take responsibility for everything and everyone. And this is talking about a change. And it's not always a peaceful change, it's not always an easy change, but we are talking about a change. So let's keep going with these cards. We've got the Nine of Swords over here, the Four of Pentacles over here, and then we've got the Six of Swords over here. So, and I love this about the Capricorn energy because there's a maturity about it. It's kind of like you get it. Like you get when something's going to be hard. You get when something's going to take some work, and it doesn't really faze you. You're just kind of like, yeah, par for the course. And that realistic, pragmatic attitude to what is being asked of you spiritually right now is really going to serve you. So the Four of Pentacles going into that Nine of Swords, you're really afraid to let go of that control. You're really afraid to let go of having everything kind of within your grasp. You recognize, Six of Swords, that you need to move on, but there's just an unwillingness to let that go. And what are we trying to let go of? That being over responsible for everyone else, that Capricorn moon. And feeling like this is where it gets really interesting because we have to almost divorce your idea of safety from responsibility. I think that's why they gave us a sword here, because a sword is going to cut through that. And the other thing I love about this reading, you've got the Nine of Swords. What happens if you take the number 9 and you flip it upside down? You get a 6. So they're saying literally, flip this guy upside down and move on. So this anxiety about not being able to control the situation because you're not taking as much responsibility, you recognize, your soul recognizes that you need to move on from that. And understand that true safety is not responsibility. Whenever your idea of safety is involved with other people, it's never true. So let me just say that again. Whenever your idea of safety is not involved with other people, when it takes other people to make you feel safe, that's not true safety. So if taking care of other people makes you feel safe, that's not true safety. Because what if there's nobody else left to take care of? Then you're going to feel unsafe. Or what if they finally learn from you so well that they can take care of themselves? Now you're left feeling unsafe? That's not true. The true feeling safe is knowing that you can take care of yourself. And that's the only person you ever have to take care of. I'm sorry, I've been channeling these readings for the last 2 hours and my mouth doesn't really want to work. So the only person you ever have to be responsible for is you. All of this thinking you have to be responsible of other people is not true. It's actually just you wanting to feel safer because you feel like you can pull the puppet strings a bit more. If you are able to manipulate their emotions, or if you're able to kind of make them look at you in a certain regard, like looking at you as the competent one, looking at you as the one who takes care of everyone, looking at you who can handle anything, that gives you sort of a sense of safety because you know they'll always turn to you to count on you. But the problem is that when you're so busy caring for other people's stuff, your own needs go unmet, and that's why you feel unsafe in the first place. They tied, I was like, where are you guys going with that? And they tied it in a circle for us. So because you've been not taking care of your own needs for so long, that's why you feel unsafe. And in the past, you've been trying to take on more responsibility because you're trying to regain that sense of safety. But they're saying, no, just back up and embrace the fact that the only person you're responsible for is you. And there's some deep healing that needs to take place. That Six of Swords here is giving us the idea of healing. And you notice, even though there's other birds here, only one is being carried by that beautiful swan. So there's some healing that needs to be done between you and your psyche, and I think this is why they gave us the moon to start. The moon is that emotional, subconscious, darker self, the way where all of our fears and subconscious programming lives and where our emotional life is. And there's been a disconnect from that because you've been so busy taking care of everyone else. So it's almost like this week is inviting you to take on that relationship again. So to kind of wrap this up in some practical advice for you, this is about shifting your idea of what responsibility means. Responsibility is, have I taken care of myself here? And that's where it stops. It's not, have I taken care of myself and them and them and them and them? No, it's, have I taken care of myself? If the answer is yes, great. Move on to the next thing. If the answer is no, do what you have to do to address your needs, your getting what you need out of the situation. I'm trying to see if there's anything else they're trying to put through. And this is, I feel like this information comes as a relief. You've been waiting for this permission to drop those other things, to drop those burdens that just kept piling on and piling on. And you're welcoming this change, which I'm really excited about. So if you feel resistance from yourself, know that your soul is really pushing you forward. And both of you want this. It's just that ego is having a little bit of a hard time because this is such a deep pattern. So I always love to hear from you. If you feel like commenting, that's awesome. And again, I appreciate your being here. If you're interested in a one-on-one reading, I do offer a couple different types. I have one-off, you can schedule whenever. And I also have an extended 1 or 2 month or longer if you need consistent support, consistent readings with information to keep you moving on your path. So if you're interested in that, check out trueguidancetarot.com and I will see you next time.